You're listening to the Wear, Wag, Repeat podcast, the only show 100% dedicated to highlighting women in all areas of the pet industry. I'm your host, the founder of Wear, Wag, Repeat, Tori Mystic. Welcome to February. In this episode, I am going to be giving you a preview and a glimpse of everything that I have planned for this month. First of all, we are continuing with the Q1 money theme. This whole quarter, January, February, and March, everything that I'm doing in all my Wear, Wag, Repeat programs are related to money, making you more money, making me more money, hopefully, as well, and just getting more comfortable and more confident about how we make money in our pet businesses. Because we're not just doing this for the love of dog. I mean, we do love our dogs and our pets and everything, of course, but if you don't make money in your business, you're not going to be around for very long. And I want all of you to be in business for as long as you want to be, whether that's 10 years, 15 years, 30 years, I don't know. Whatever your goals are, I want to make sure that your business is profitable because really, honestly, the more money that you make, the more of an impact that you can make on the world and on pets all over the world. So we're continuing our Q1 money theme, and I have a lot of great stuff coming up this month to support that. Just to recap, back in January, you can go back and listen to an excellent podcast episode with Kara Conway Love. She is an attorney and a pet influencer expert, and she shared some really great tips on contract negotiation. And basically how to not leave money on the table when you are signing an agreement, whether you're an influencer or if you're a brand or if you're hiring a photographer to take pictures for your brand. There's so many instances where we're all signing agreements and contracts. So please go check that out. Kara is just such an expert. She, I think, has been an attorney for over 30 years. So she really knows what she is talking about. And I heard from a lot of you that that was the best episode of this podcast ever. So that makes me really, really happy that we are over 300 episodes and I'm still cranking out the hits. So thank you guys so much for listening to that. Last month, we also kicked off Wear, Wag, Repeat Society with an open enrollment period, and we launched our first lesson of the year with profit mapping. And we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up this month. So let's just go ahead and dive in. I'm going to try and keep my solo episodes kind of short because I'm also hearing from you guys that it's nice to have a short one to listen to here and there. So this month in February, we have a new podcast guest expert episode. It is coming out on Wednesday, February 14th, so Valentine's Day. I am having one of my favorite guests back on the show. Julie Swan is the founder of The Honest Dog Breeder, and previously I had her on my podcast back on episode 184. And I will put all the links to all of this in the show notes. You can always go to wearwagrepeat.com/podcast and find the show notes for this episode and every episode. So previously, I had Julie on episode 184. We did an interview about pricing insight. And that episode for a long time was my most downloaded episode ever. So I know that this topic really resonated with you guys and with so many new listeners as well. And I always love talking to Julie and bringing her back on the show. That episode 184 was actually so popular and she shared such great advice that I included some quotes from her in one of my freebies, the top 10 lessons that I've learned from all my podcast guests in over 300 episodes. So I'll put the link to that freebie in the show notes for this as well. It should just be in the show notes below on your podcast player as well. I'll just make that link super easy to grab. So I put together the top 10 pieces of advice I've learned from all my podcast guests, and Julie is one of them. So make sure that you grab that to get ready for her new interview that's coming out next week. The new episode is going to be full of actionable tips. That is my theme for all of my guest expert interviews this year. I'm only doing one interview per month because we're putting a lot of effort into them in advance to make sure that every episode is full of really actionable takeaways that you can go implement right now in your business. So in that episode next week, Julie is going to be sharing with us the numbers that you need to know in your business and also how to develop confidence around your pricing. I'm so excited because I think these two topics really go together well. Once you know your numbers, then you are more confident in your pricing and your business in general. So I'm excited to welcome Julie back. That is coming out on Wednesday, February 14th. Another exciting thing that we have going on this month, I'm so excited, y'all. It is B-School season. If you've never heard of B-School, it is a program created by an amazing woman named Marie Forleo. I just love Marie. I don't know if it's the fact that she's Italian American like me, but I just really connect with her, and I read everything that she does. I read her book, I've done B-School, and now I am an affiliate partner for B-School, and I have been for the past couple of years. And I'm really excited about that because I love this program. It is one of those kind of more expensive online course programs, but Marie is on the level. She's on another level, really. I was going to say she's kind of like Amy Porterfield. I know that some of you have taken Amy Porterfield's programs, but Marie is just like next level. She collaborates with Amy. She collaborates with Laura Belgray. She's got this sort of team of experts, and they're almost all women. So of course, I love that as well. And whenever B-School is open, it's an exciting time because she gets thousands of people to enroll in B-School every time that it's open. Sometimes it's just once a year, sometimes it's twice a year. So that's why this is just really exciting. And she does a lot of promotion leading up to the program. So right now, the Dream Business Bootcamp is open. That is a free bootcamp that Marie is running this week. And you can go to wearwagrepeat.com/Marie Forleo, and I'll have links to all of these things. If you're on my email list, there's also going to be links in the email as well. But check out the Dream Business Bootcamp. That is a free bootcamp that she is running right now to help you kind of think about your dream business. There's also a webinar coming soon next week that is free, and that is Marie sharing her secrets of her success, how she does what she does, her strategies. So that free webinar is really, really good and something you definitely want to check out. Whether you plan on enrolling in B-School or not, definitely see what Marie has to say. And then if you are interested, B-School enrollment will be open February 8th to February 22nd. So you have a couple of weeks to make the decision about investing in B-School and signing up. It is a program that is run live a couple of times a year, like once, maybe twice a year. So the actual program will be February 26th to April 7th. So it's 6 weeks, the last week of February, all of March, and then the first week of April. And in those 6 weeks, Marie has over a dozen, I want to say it's like 12 or 15 experts who are available around the clock because this program is international. There's people taking it all over the world. So she has this team of experts who are literally available around the clock. And when you watch the lessons, you can go in and comment underneath of the videos. You can attend the live Zoom calls. Anywhere that you go, whether it's commenting or a live call, these experts are there to answer your questions. So this is why I go back through B-School every time that it is open live, because some of these people, like Michelle Martello, she is amazing. I'm on her email list, and she is a web design guru. And so whenever I have some kind of like website questions, I go on during the live session of B School and I ask away. As an alumni, you can ask as many questions as you want, just like a first time B Schooler. So I'm really excited to basically get a bunch of free advice. I invested in the program once, but every year I get to go back through it. So I'm really pumped to get a bunch of free advice at the end of February and throughout March and a little bit of April from all of the experts in B School. Again, like I said, I am really excited that I'm an affiliate partner for this program. I love the program. I love Marie and I love everything about it. Another thing I want to point out is I just heard the other day that they're going to have a special training about the new email permissions that you have to set up. You might have seen a bunch of posts about this if you are someone who sends out email newsletters like I do. You have to implement some new settings that are kind of being sent down from Google and Gmail and Yahoo and everything. So there's some new settings you need to implement in your email marketing. And B School is going to include a bonus training all about exactly how to do that. And I'm sure the guest experts who are there will be someone who will be able to answer questions exactly about that. So they're just always updating the program, keeping it so timely with what is happening in the world right now. They always have Google Analytics trainings and they update them all the time. This last year, Google Analytics updated to, I think it's called G4. Is that GA4? Is that what it's called? And so B School also has a updated training about how to use the new Google Analytics. So basically, anything that you want to know about growing and running your pet business online, B School is an amazing, amazing resource for that. So this is why I go on and on and on about it, because it is just the gift that keeps on giving. I know that it's kind of a more expensive program, but once you invest in it once, you can keep going back and back and back. And it's kind of like, when you buy a new coat or something and you kind of negotiate with your girl math in your head of what the cost per wear is because you're going to wear this coat every single day. B School is like that. You're going to go back through it. You're going to reference back to the videos. So your cost per wear is pretty low on B School when you think about how often you're going to use everything and all the resources. So anyhow, wearwagrepeat.com/Marie Forleo. Since I am an affiliate partner and I do earn a commission when people sign up through my link, I get to provide you with some great bonuses. So I always provide extra one-on-one strategy calls with my B Schoolers. And then I really like having a kickoff call for the whole group and a wrap-up call for the whole group. So if you want to learn more about the bonuses, again, it doesn't open until February 8th, but you can go to wearwagrepeat.com/Marie Forleo and you can check out the free trainings, B School, and all of my bonuses as well. So one more thing that we have going on this month in keeping with our money theme, in Wear Wag Repeat Society, I have a guest expert, Kristen Recupero. She is a business and personal finance coach who specializes in helping small business owners and entrepreneurs develop and strengthen their money management skills. She loves to help people eliminate their debt and figure out how to create cash flow systems that maximize profit and ultimately build wealth in your business and for yourself. I discovered Kristen through a local photographer that I know here in Pittsburgh. She had taken headshots of Kristen, and she's taken headshots of me and Bert and Lucy. The picture of us on the pink backdrop, that's a picture taken by this photographer. So I noticed that she'd shared some stuff from Kristen, and that Kristen is a certified Profit First accountant. And if you know me, you've probably heard me go on and on and on about Profit First. It is a accounting system that originates from a book called Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. And it's basically a system where you have all these different bank accounts and you divvy up your money each month into your profit account, your business expenses, your tax, your owner compensation, and your business income. So you have 5 different accounts set up. And I know that sounds a little bit confusing, but I implemented this a few years ago, and now I actually love doing my accounting every month. It's become like a little game for me, and it's so easy to understand. I know exactly how much I make every month, and it's just awesome. So I can't wait to have Kristen come talk to members in Wear, Wag, Repeat Society. That's actually happening today, the day that this episode comes out. So if you are a member, please come and join us for that. If you're not a member, that's okay. Wear, Wag, Repeat Society will be back open for enrollment in Q2. So at the start of April, that's the second quarter of the year, I will have enrollment for membership back open again. For now, you can get on the wait list at wearwagrepeat.com/society. This lesson from Kristen, it's called Profit First for Pet Pros. So she's creating it especially for us, and there's going to be a Q&A to follow. So I'm really excited. One of the questions someone just submitted was, can you do Profit First if your business is not profitable yet? So I'm really excited to hear what Kristen has to say about that. She's just going to have advice for all of us in every stage of our business, whether you're just starting right now and you're not really profitable, or if you've been in business for a couple of years and maybe just had your biggest online course launch ever, which is exciting for some other members in Wear, Wag, Repeat Society. You know who you are. So I'm excited about that. So if you're not a member, this recording of the lesson and the Q&A will all be in the archives, and all members always have access to the last 3 years of archives plus everything happening this year as well. So if you're not a member, maybe put a little reminder at the beginning of April in your calendar to join us for Q2. Okay, so to recap what we have going on this month, I have a new podcast guest episode with Julie Swan coming out on February 14th. B-School from Marie Forleo is open for enrollment February 8th to the 22nd. And there's a bunch of free trainings and webinars kind of coinciding with this launch, so keep an eye out for that. And then also, I decided on a title for my short tip episodes. Just last month in January, I started sharing 1 episode per month that's going to be like hopefully less than 10 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes long. And I called it Short Tales last month, but I think that implied that it was more of like a story. And it's really going to be more about some little actionable thing that you can do. So I am going to now be calling it the Short Leash. The Short Leash series is going to be full of tips to help you refocus and kind of reel you back in to your business. I know we can all get really overwhelmed and want to do all the things. So the Short Leash is going to be some kind of little tip or something that you can do to get refocused back on what you need to be working on and what you need to be focusing on. And they're going to be in theme with our quarterly themes. So in February, I'll have another money-focused Short Leash episode for you. This month, it is going to be about my favorite money books, and that's coming out on February 21st. So that's everything we have going on here in Wear, Wag, Repeat world this February. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. If you have any feedback, suggestions, requests, criticisms, really, I'm open to it all. So come reach out to me somewhere on social media. You can find me on Instagram at Wear, Wag, Repeat. But the best way to contact me is to get on my email list and just reply to any email that I sent you. I check my emails all the time. And I love communicating with people in my community through email. So I hope to see you somewhere around there. Have a really great week, and I'll see you later this month.